Hi, what's in Madrid here, back with some more StarCraft action. Today I'll be doing a reading for Landin13 from Canada, born in 1990 January. So your birthday is quite close to Jadong. He is a professional StarCraft player, so if you're into that game, you should probably check him out. He's Korean, it's very good. Plays Zerg. Anyway, onto your reading. So, you're Capricorn and you are born in the year before horse. So, you are snake. Yeah, you're a snake Capricorn. Alright. So, firstly, your rising sign is in Pisces. Rising sign talks about your exterior personality, how you react to things, how people see you when they first meet you. Pisces is quite a soft sign, and it's quite an intuitive sign as well. So it's not very forthcoming. It's not very overly presumptuous. It's not arrogant or anything like that. It's quite soft-spoken, quite mellow, and quite um yeah, someone who's quite nice. Your sun is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is quite the strategic sign. Capricorn is ambitious. It thinks about how to use things. So what Capricorn's motto is I use, and that would appear in many places of your life. Like you might find yourself being very good at organizing things or getting other people to do things for your gain or for greater good. Now, Capricorn is a little bit of a loner sometimes, but it's also quite tough and yeah, very serious, very strategic, very ambitious, and yeah, makes quite a good leader. Your next sign is your moon in Pisces. So having moon in Pisces helps you get a lot of intuition. You probably don't need to ask someone how they feel because you can just tell by, just meeting them. You're quite sensitive and you're very prone to empathy or sympathy or feeling for other people. Um, you're also very easily affected by your surroundings. So how you feel and your mood at the time is very easily affected by, say, if your partner was around you and they were in a really bad mood, then it'd probably affect you and put you in a really bad mood as well. Yeah, you have quite a soft heart and very intuitive. After that is Mercury, and your Mercury is also in Capricorn. So this is good for the most part, because Capricorn, like I said, is very strategic, ambitious, plans everything, but it's also a very grounded sign, and having your Mercury here you maybe makes you quite a slow thinker. So because you're so methodical, it stops sort of the speed at which you can think at and understand things. That said though, the things that you do make, the things that you do come to understand, you come to understand quite well with a lot of depth, and yeah, you have a very structured way of organizing things in your life and a very organized way of thinking. Your Venus is in Aquarius, so Venus has to do with things like money and romance. So Aquarius is quite detached, and it's not particularly ambitious or greedy with money, and it's not particularly touchy-feely or overly emotional in relationships. So having your Venus in Aquarius might make you seem a bit distant in relationships, might make you seem a little a little bit cold or a bit detached or a bit uncaring, but we all know deep down you really do care for your other half. After Venus is Mars, so your Mars is in Sagittarius. Now Mars is all about how manly you are, how urgent, how assertive you are, and having your Mars in Sagittarius makes you someone who's quite idealistic. You have high morals, you have high ideals, and you're willing to defend them. If someone sort of slights you in a way that offends, well, what you think as your basic right as a human being, you'll be quite, readily to talk back or speak up or rebel, basically, yeah. You probably tend to choose to take the high road when it comes to fighting. You don't like confrontations that much. You don't like being criticized that much. So rather than deal with it, you just go away and just sort of wait until you mellow out a bit. After Mars is Jupiter. Your Jupiter is in Cancer, which is a nice place for Jupiter to be in, because it means you might have more interest and ability in running like a home business, or something which that you have quite close control of. So something that you can see grow and you'll be able to manage it, you'll be able to run it, and yeah, do quite well with it. Your Saturn and Uranus are also in Capricorn, so this might make you someone who has a very high sense of discipline. You're able to achieve very large, very difficult tasks, and you're generally very persevering and quite strategic in achieving those greater tasks. Lastly, your Pluto is in Scorpio, so Pluto has to do with things like sex and death, and having them in Scorpio just makes you someone who's, I guess, you might be interested in death. I would say you're definitely interested in sex, and you might be interested in reading about things like the afterlife and what happens after you die, so on and so forth. So I'll talk a little bit about being a snake. So snake in the Chinese horoscope is quite materialistic, very stable, tenacious, a little bit stubborn at times, and it's a very grounded animal to be. And along with Capricorn, which is an earth sign and is definitely quite materialistic and grounded, I'd say the combination would make you someone who's more practical, more materialistic. You get things done. You don't set stupid goals or stupid dreams. You know what you want, and you would work hard towards getting it. And yeah, that's all. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.